Honda is preparing to unveil its newest MotoGP challenger, and the name carries significant weight. The machine will be christened the RC214V, marking the latest chapter in Honda's storied championship history as the series transitions to the new 850 cubic centimeter era, beginning next season. The Japanese manufacturer desperately hopes this new prototype will carry momentum from recent seasons into a regulation cycle that could reshape the competitive order. Honda needs a fresh start after enduring its worst period in Premier Class history over the past several years. Since the millennium began, Honda has experienced dramatic cycles of triumph and struggle. The factory won the title with the NSR 500 in 2001, beating Yamaha and Suzuki in the constructors' standings, while launching a young Valentino Rossi to stardom. That marked the final season of the 500 cubic centimeter two-stroke era. The championship rebranded as MotoGP in 2002, introducing 990 cubic centimeter four-stroke prototypes. Honda named its first MotoGP bike the RC214V, where RC stands for racing, 21 represents the 21st century, 1 signifies the first bike of that century, and V denotes the V engine configuration. This prototype dominated for 5 years until the end of 2006, winning every Constructors' Championship except in 2005 when Yamaha claimed the title. Technical regulations shifted again in 2007, reducing engine capacity to 800 cubic centimeters. This change became known as the Pedrosa Law due to Honda rider Dani Pedrosa's relatively small stature. The aesthetically striking RC212V initially proved more beautiful than competitive, and Honda endured 4 years without a manufacturer's title. That drought ended with Casey Stoner's arrival, who delivered both riders' and constructors' championships in the final year of that bike's life cycle. The third major technical shift came in 2012 with 1,000 cubic centimeter engines and the introduction of the RC133V. This became Honda's longest-lasting MotoGP prototype, running from 2012 through the end of the current season. The RC133V reclaimed the constructors' title immediately, and from 2013 onward, Honda captured 6 riders and constructors' doubles in 7 years, behind star rider Marc Marquez. Only 2015 interrupted that dominance, when Jorge Lorenzo and Yamaha prevailed. However, after winning 7 titles in 8 seasons, Honda plunged into its biggest crisis in Premier Class history. Ducati emerged as a serious rival, but more importantly, Marquez's devastating injury at Jerez in 2020 changed everything. While Honda struggled desperately in recent years, Ducati romped to 6 straight titles, establishing itself as MotoGP's new benchmark. The next rule cycle brings sweeping changes. 850 cubic centimeter engines replace the current specification, aerodynamic effects face reduction, ride height devices disappear entirely, and the series switches to Pirelli tires. These fundamental alterations create opportunities for manufacturers to reset the competitive balance. Honda has worked on the RC214V for months already, and the bike hits the track Wednesday as the factory attempts to climb out of the deep hole it's occupied since 2020. The naming convention continues the tradition established in 2002 and used for all Tokyo racing bikes over the past 25 years. Unlike Honda, other manufacturers will retain existing names despite regulation changes. KTM continues calling its prototype the RC16, Aprilia keeps the RS-GP branding, and Yamaha maintains the legendary YZR-M1 designation. Ducati also retains the Desmosedici GP name.